gentlemen, we're back with the chat. Yours truly, Shawn Hill, and we got some new guests today. Introducing Cyan and Rolo, some amazing artists out here from Queens. Yeah, we're bringing them all in. Don't worry, we can't traveling, and we're doing an amazing show. Like any good superhero, what is your origin story, Cheyenne? Let them know.
Okay, so my origin story is actually rooted in comics. My name is Cyan because my parents are Spawn fans.
Okay.
Yeah. So as the story goes, my I don't know if you read Spawn, but they alluded to Cyan's name being exposed way later, but they kind of teased it a lot, not giving you the child's name. So in the issue when they finally put the name out, the story goes that my dad came out of the bathroom with his pants around his ankles in a leopard print banana hammock, and he said, "I got it. It's Cyan. Her name is gonna be Cyan because that's Spawn's daughter's name."
You're done.
And from there, they made my middle name Canvas, so I was kind of cursed to do something involved with comics and art.
Yeah,
I had no fucking choice. Yeah,
in the system.
I had no choice. And my dad is a graffiti artist too, so like a lot of like the local Bronx people, like that's how I know them is because of my dad. So my dad grew up writing Rom 1, and he got up in the same program for youth that taught them how to paint as Mears. So that's how he met. That's how Mears found out that he even, was into painting, was through this program. That they did when they were younger. Him, who else?
That's amazing.
Okay.
Not just Mears, my dad, and somebody else is very Zimad.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah,
So
Zimad.
Zimad. I'm like, I can't believe it's just like
Legend,
slipped
bro.
my mind.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think of him as family. I don't, I forget like as an artist.
He's an awesome artist too.
From there, just cursed to do art forever. I draw bitches, and COVID kind of, squeezed that passion project out of everybody.
Show me a sticker.
I got some bitches that I drew for Halloween.
Lean into the camera. Like
Right there.
There you go.
Some Halloween bitches. If you would see, they match my speaker right here.
Yeah.
Spooky sluts. These are for you guys.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
We always love spooky sluts.
That's perfect.
Just some Halloween love. I got some other stuff that I put out, very limited edition for Halloween. It says, "I put the hoe in haunted house."
That's perfect.
This is gonna be a real special episode. I can feel it now.
Yes.
But please, Rolo, your origin story.
Yeah.
Born and raised here in New York. Born in Manhattan, raised in Queens, and always been around the arts because of mom. Mom was a painter in Dominican Republic, Latin America, and then just being around art all day and all night. And my brothers all musicians was kind of automatic.
Nice.
And then I always wanted to be into comic books, and I started because I needed learning how to read back then. So a tutor said, read comics.
Yeah.
From that point forward. And that was like almost a gateway to me to start doing things with comics and all that type of stuff. And everything from that point forward, Iron Man, Hulk, and reading, and it's been an awesome journey. So I can't complain. Known work with a lot of people too. So.
Oh yeah. I've seen some of your stuff.
Thank you.
I have a friend who's a Tool fan, and I got her.
That's what I was thinking about. Go on.
No, that's good. Yeah, and I gave her your comic book, and she was like, "Really? He did this?" And she's like, "Yeah." So she loved it. Yeah. You do amazing work.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're in the season, spooky season. Halloween.
Spooky sluts.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, be you. Don't stop. Just be yourself. Yeah.
That's why I love her. Like, she does everything.
Yeah, it's that natural energy.
Yes.
I don't want to stop it. It's just like
You can't.
it comes out genuine.
You can't.
So we're here in Halloween. Like, I'm gonna ask a question. What was like the craziest Halloween you've ever had? Okay, you don't want to share that story, but the other story, just the one.
I have one. I just wanted to see if Rolo wanted to go first.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
It wasn't anything super crazy wild. Like I didn't get in like some monster threesome or anything.
Oh, okay.
But there was one year where I didn't live with my dad. I've always lived with my mom, and I see my dad and I know him, which is cool. But I've never like lived with him, so I'm never with him for Halloween. So one year. We actually all went trick-or-treating together. I was like maybe like 19 years old or 18 years old. And we had done like all battle-themed character cosplays. So my dad did Did you ever play the game Army of Two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The guys
there's
with
Rios
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
the other guy.
Yeah.
I don't
Right.
remember the other guy's name.
The
But
big
our last
guy.
name is Rios.
Yeah.
So my dad was like, that's it. That's my Halloween costume. So him and my brother did those two costumes.
Yeah.
And he made a giant bazooka for my brother with
Yeah.
lasers
That's
in it
funny.
and everything. Like
That's
he
funny.
made it himself. He used to work at the sign shop in the Bronx
Yes.
too. So
Yes.
he had all types of access to like materials and
Get things
tools.
done.
Yeah. So he fucking made some awesome cosplay.
Wow.
And then I was a character from Sucker Punch. It was a comic first,
Yeah.
and then they made it into a movie. Vanessa Hudgens' character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she had a giant gun too.
Yes.
So we had just all went as a family in these giant battle ass outfits.
If your
and it
dad
was
had built
awesome.
the bunny mech for
Oh,
you,
that
that
would've
would have
been
been.
That is what I actually wanted. He was like, I'm not doing that because it's going to just be me in there with you on my back. That's what I wanted. Alex
That would
Hardy
have
did
happened.
the graphic on the front of it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I love that artist.
Yes, I
He does
forgot.
such scary, speaking of Halloween,
Yeah.
awesome, scary stuff. So that
true.
movie was just like such an awesome
love
gateway
that
into
movie.
everything.
Yeah.
Such an awesome
Did you ever
movie.
watch the director's cut? It's actually way more explained.
Oh,
so you
no.
actually find out.
I
like,
need to
it's-
see that.
It's
Yeah, because
multi-
that movie vague as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what it is actually is 3 different worlds. It's the mental ward,
Yeah.
the stage show, and then the action world.
Mm-hmm.
So
They kind of
so,
see that, but you
They
don't really
blur
dive into it.
between them.
Yeah.
so what happened is that he got edited down.
No
But
wonder.
in the director's cut, you actually see like there's actually the dance scenes are longer.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see what's her name again? It's not Baby
Yeah,
Doll.
Babe,
Yes.
Babe,
Yeah, Baby Doll.
The main
Yeah.
girl.
When you see
Yeah.
Baby Doll dancing, and she goes into that
That
other world where
trance.
that trance is her going into the dance world, the little burlesque show.
Yes, yes.
And then you see the whole dancing
Wow.
scene, and then when she goes into it again, she goes into the action scene.
You see?
So it's like
We needed that shit.
Yes, we
Yeah.
did.
That movie was so vague.
Yeah.
right. So
That's
it's
why
like
people were turned off because they're like, you know.
Yeah.
I was just happy to see it. I'm like, I don't give a
Dude,
fuck
I
if this
love
makes
it.
sense.
I love the
Visually,
action scenes.
it's
The
amazing.
orc battle.
Yeah,
it was
all
just
that.
so fun. It was just a
The
heavy metal
samurais.
comic. Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Just a heavy metal comic coming to life.
Basically.
That's what I liked.
Basically.
But yeah, it's a way deeper film if you watch the
Wow.
extended
You
the
see?
director's cut.
And now look at him.
Oh yeah, man.
What's your wild Halloween?
Seeing my brother actually make his goblin costume, I was like 12
Yeah.
in Avenue D
Yeah.
from scratch. Shout out to Gallo.
Yeah.
So he made his axe with his skulls and all kinds, and he painted his face. And he walked down Avenue D, and all the little kids following him. It was crazy. It was like so surreal. And then he walked all the way to the parade. This is back in the late mid '80s.
Nice.
So I was with him. And I was like, how do you keep up? Like, he kept walking, and it's like, got extra energy. And he looked nothing like my brother with the face.
Yeah.
I was like, who are you?
The character took
Yes,
over.
it took over, and his axe was like gigantic, like full,
Nice.
seer axe. So
So
that was a
cool.
good memory.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
I know the smaller ones I had doing, painting and stuff on Halloween murals and stuff. I love actually painting on Halloween week.
Yeah.
Because I get to draw all like Frankenstein and the Wolfman and all that. So
Okay.
those are pretty fun, especially at the graffiti universe.
Oh, nice.
The now gone graffiti universe.
It's gonna come back some way somehow.
Hopefully.
You know, that's how things work out. All right. So here's this is one is good. All right. What's your favorite Halloween movie, and what's the one that messed you up? It could be the same
shit.
one, or it could be 2 different films. Because like sometimes you see that one movie and it just. I'll share with you the one
Okay.
that fucked me up. Right.
Okay.
So when I was a kid, I saw Jaws,
Mm.
and I lived in Barbados,
Oh, no.
where it's surrounded by water. And when I saw that
Constantly.
movie, I was done with the sea. I was just done. It was a year of me just
I'm
sunbathing.
not going in.
Sandbathing.
I was a professional sunbathing.
Oh, we got that on video.
So
Jaws, no!
Yes, yeah. So
Water
everybody's
for
like, "Yo, Shawn, you not coming to the sea?" Nope. The sharks in that motherfucking water.
Fuck
I'm
that.
good. Never. And I was just like in the sea, like, this sand is so good. I know it's in my shorts,
I'll
but
bathe in it.
yeah, I'll just wait until I get home. Fuck y'all. There was like we were like, Shawn, you got mad sand on you. I'm not washing it off until I got home. Fuck y'all.
Oh my God.
If there's a if there's a standpipe,
Yes.
which is like a corner pipe,
Yeah.
I'll wash off there. But fuck going into that sea. And then I remember the young lady. It was a family friend. She was like, okay, I got Shawn. And they waited, and I was there. Wow, they ran up, grabbed me, and they jumped in the seat with me. And I was like, no! And they're like, Shawn, relax. I was like, yeah, all right.
We're all going to get got by the shark.
Yeah. They were like, did something come and bite you? I was like, nah.
So it took
Thanks
it away.
for the intervention,
Yeah,
guys. It was scary as fuck.
Oh my god.
So I had one of those moments, and I think my favorite Halloween movie is I will go with Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh yeah, I love that.
So good.
That's amazing.
That is like my favorite movie.
So good.
Quotable lines.
Yes.
Is there a bar called the Titty Twister yet? Because they will make so much money.
They should make one.
I would learn to be an alcoholic just to go to the Titty Twister.
Cheech had some of the best characters in that movie.
Yes.
Like he was the guy at the door.
The bartender.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that movie was awesome. Just go back and watch it.
It's a beautiful movie.
Oh yeah.
Good time.
Yeah, it started off like a slasher film, and then all of a sudden
it just a whole different thing.
Dude.
That's one of his best.
Yeah.
I love his work too. Like, Robert Rodriguez. Like,
oh yeah.
Classic.
Oh, I love on Planetary, but
yes.
I'll not talk about that one.
Shout out to Robert too.
Movie that fucked me right up. Probably The Shining. My uncle, who rest in peace, just passed away. Never really got the concept of like what was appropriate for me and what was not. He just always felt like if he was keeping me company, then there was no way I could be fucked up. So he was like, "Hey, here, come with me, come watch this movie. It's a classic. Come. It's called The Shining. Oh, you gotta go to school tomorrow, 3rd grade. You'll be fine." And I fucking stood up all night watching that movie. He fell asleep.
And you can't watch.
And every time I tried to change the channel, he'd wake up and be like, "Hey, I'm watching that." And I'm like, "Fuck, all right." So I'm stuck, like traumatized. I can't blink. I'm just watching this fucking movie.
The 3rd grader.
And then I go to school the next day and I'm like, "Did you know that red run backwards is murder?" And everybody's like, "What the fuck?" Except nobody said what the fuck except me in 3rd grade.
Yeah. even the
They're like, "What is wrong with you?"
They were just like really disturbed by it. But yeah, that one fucked me right up because everybody was creepy. It was like normal shit was scary in The Shining. It wasn't like scary shit was scary. Regular shit. It was like, "Oh, you have a hallway?"
It's amazing.
Yes, it was scary.
I give it to him.
Yeah,
really knew how to
they
break
did a
that.
good job.
Yeah.
And then
Kubrick is good.
He's amazing.
He's a sick fuck.
He's
so good though.
and he used the same pan for the camera in every movie. They actually showed that actual zooming in and it's amazing.
Wait, did he do A Clockwork Orange too?
Yeah,
that was his, right?
Yep, that was one of his first ones.
Yo, that's so dark.
Exactly.
Oh Jesus.
It's supposed to be now too. This area.
Oh yeah.
Here we are. Dystopian future.
Exactly.
I'm good on that one.
And my favorite, right? The Crow.
The
Crow. I love that movie. I saw it I think around Christmas one year, just like on some like movie marathon that my dad had left on. And I remember it was like this weird time where he switched the living room with our bedroom, my brother's bedroom. So when you walk into the house, my brother was punished, and that's what he did to punish him. When you walk in the house, you're in my fucking brother's room. And then you go to the back of the house and you're in the living room. And I just staunchly remember like this specific memory of like watching this movie and being like, "Oh, this is so cool."
It really is. Though.
He came back from the dead and plays fucking guitar.
Everything
and then put on face paint and killed all these niggas all crazy. Made a crow out of fire. I was like, this is fucking awesome. Again, like 3rd or 4th grade.
Yes.
School next week. I had a friend named Shelly. His wife's name was Shelly. So I'm like, "Shelly, I'm so glad you're alive. I saw a movie where you died." And she's like, "What?" Just blurring reality with movies. But I found out later that my dad had also loved that movie the night that he found out that Brendan Lee had died filming it. He went out. We're from Brook Ave right here in the Bronx. So he went out on the corner of 142nd and Brook. He did a shutter of Brendan Lee's face with the Crow face paint, and that shit rocked all the way until that store replaced that shutter. Like nobody fucked with it, nobody buffed it, but that store was also always open. So the shutter was barely ever down. So I'm like, it's not all respect that. Like, it's also inconvenient to buff you. It's always fucking open.
It's like, all right, let's wait. Shit, these motherfuckers, they sell it out tonight. They sell it out tonight, but they close it.
It's very hard to buff him.
Yeah,
that's definitely my favorite, The Crow.
Mine was Phantasm.
Oh,
that
that
movie.
the tall man.
Oh.
Yo, that tall man will fuck you
When
up.
I was little and I saw that, I was like, this is crazy. And so I was never into horror movies, but that one I had to see it. Something about it just intrigued me, the whole thing. And of course, muscle cars and Crazy Man.
All the things you love.
Everything I love was in that movie. Even that ball. I always want to recreate that silver ball.
Yeah, the ball. Yo, you need to see that.
I want to see it now.
Oh, you need to see it.
I'm going to do some homework.
They have like 4 or 5 of them, but the first one was the best.
The Phantasm.
Phantasm.
And it gets
With a
darker.
PH or a F?
PH. And it just gets darker and darker every time you the further you get into the film, it's just like
the whole big
I'm into it.
Yo,
and he did it like with a little budget, but it's amazing.
I you know what that movie reminds me of? What's another one of my favorites? Prince of Darkness.
Yes.
Have you ever seen that?
No.
Okay.
I'm just making a fucking list here.
Okay, so Prince of Darkness.
Anything John Carpenter I'll watch.
Is John Carpenter, right?
Is that the guy that did The Thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the fog.
So he had a trilogy, right? He has the Weird Creature trilogy, where it's The Thing, Prince of Darkness, and Mountain of Madness.
Yeah.
So he wanted to. So Mountain of Madness is based off of Lovecraft. And it's it's twisted. It's like a writer writing his own journey and traveling through it at the same time.
I need to see that.
And it's like some pseudo weird shit, right? And then the other one, Prince of Darkness, is like some it's like a mix of science god horror. Yeah. So this god from another dimension is trying to get over to our dimension, and it's warping everything around him. Yeah. So he's turning people outside into zombies, and
you see him in your dreams.
Yeah. So you could.
I hate those niggas.
There's a mirror world.
Let me get some sleep.
There's a mirror world. You're like looking through mirrors and you're seeing this thing.
I'm stressed.
It's dark. It's really dark, but it's all like they're dealing with it on a computer. So they're trying to translate this language. And the language is actually bringing the God from the other side.
Whoops.
And it's all taking place in the church.
Yep.
And everybody's barricaded in the church because the people outside are getting summoned by the God.
Again,
dude,
it's supposed to be the future because 1996.
Yeah. It's so dark. But Phantasm reminds me of that because the more you get into it, you find out it's like
I want to see it.
You need to see that one.
I want to see it.
I love that one.
What's the one your favorite?
Phantasm and
the one that scared the shit out of you.
The Fog.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
The original Fog.
Yes,
not the
that's
one,
a good one.
The original one.
The classic. What was that? The 50s?
No. It was the early 80s.
Didn't they do an older one though, like an older version of the Fog, like a first?
And a few years after, they made a remake, a reboot.
Have you ever seen the original Blob?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The 50 ones with Steve McQueen. It's really good.
Yeah.
But that remake.
That one is just remakes do work.
That remake. Yo,
sometimes they do.
I was watching there's this really good YouTube channel called Good Bad Flicks, and he does is break down all the old school horror movies and how they were made and all this stuff like that.
Shout out to you, Good Bad Flicks.
Good Bad Flicks. Go check it out. But yeah, it's I forgot how good that movie was. I had to go back.
I forgot about that.
I gotta do some research.
That one and Christine is a tie. Because those two.
That's like your. What is that scary to you? That's like your dream. That's almost your fantasy.
That's what it is.
For a car to be obsessed with you and be like, Rolo, come drive me, draw a bitch on me, Rolo. You'll be fine. There will be no horror movie. It'll be a beautiful love story.
Like, I got mine.
Yeah, it'll be a beautiful love story.
Have you seen if you like cars?
Yeah.
There's what is it called again? Is it Nosferatu?
Nosferatu's the vampire one.
Yeah. There is one like that, but then there's another one that was made before the TV series, and it was like I don't know if it's Stephen King or his son, but he was trying to where this guy gets picked up in a car.
Yeah.
It's this car, and it's him and the driver, but the driver is like possessed or something.
Oh wow!
And the car is eating him at the same time.
That's crazy.
So it's like this dark, weird. Yeah,
I need to see that.
I can't. I think it's called Nosferatu.
You know,
I'll look it up.
There's so many movies with cars in the 70s and 80s that I grew up with that. So for me, that's why it's so automatic, to draw them and see that.
It's great. I know you're a Mad Max fan then.
Yes,
so I was like,
especially.
Curves Bullets, that's how I describe it to people. I'm like, it's like Mad Max, but sexier.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can handle it, but...
So,
Strong
question.
babes.
what is your favorite cosplay that you've done so far? In fact, people don't know this, but she does cosplay as well.
Only
Really?
brown characters
Really
or
good.
racially ambiguous characters that I
Really
can
good.
make brown.
Really good cosplay too.
Right?
Yeah.
What was
Yes.
your favorite? I think mine
was Jubilee.
mine was Jubilee too.
Nice.
She literally looked just.
I like to try and choose a brown or racially ambiguous
Yes.
character so that it's just closer for me to bend reality
You even
for
have the
you. Like
glasses.
like for you to see me and know like instantly like, oh, that's this bitch.
Yeah.
I commend people that cosplay
Yes.
as characters that they already
That's
look
how
like.
I met her.
So
with Jubilee.
yes, Jubilee was the one that was really my favorite.
Yeah.
I used to do Storm, and
straight Storm.
I saw so many Storms. The first
Yeah.
year
Which
that I
Storm
did
did
Storm.
you do?
Yeah.
The black suit
Yeah.
Storm,
Okay.
like the full body suit with
Yeah.
the tiara
Yeah.
Storm. Which Storm
The original,
is that?
the original
Yeah.
Storm.
So not the white suit
No, no.
X-Men one, but the black suit
The
one.
80s, 70s
Yes,
Would you-
and
Oh, I was gonna ask. Have you ever seen Bloodstorm?
no, the
No.
the vampire one.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
one. Now you see that.
And I've seen like the vampire Marvel
Yo,
one.
Go see Bloodstorm.
I need to see
So that was the
Yeah.
thing. There's so many cool variations of Storm,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
There's
yeah.
like a wild Storm,
Yeah.
like
That I know.
pre X-Men Storm.
Yeah.
So the first time that I did Storm, I was like, damn, I gotta fucking set myself apart. Some of these bitches got contacts, and I can't do that shit.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
like, I gotta figure out a way to make my cosplay stand out, like be the best one,
it worked
really
out.
be Storm.
Yeah, it
worked
so the
out.
year, the next year for Comic-Con, I built a Storm Cloud.
Mm-hmm.
I ran some LEDs through it, and the handle for it was a
I
lightning
remember.
bolt. So the way that I held it in my hand was
So
a
like you're
lightning
doing
bolt
this, you see
rising
the
out of my
lightning.
hand to a storm cloud with lights,
Yeah.
and then I stuck a Bluetooth speaker in it the following year. I stuck a speaker up there so it played thunder and lightning.
Yeah.
You wanna
And I
laugh.
had
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
little
I can tell.
storm cloud,
Yeah.
and then I made a mask of like lightning bolts coming out my eyes so that I didn't have to wear the fucking contacts.
Yes.
And I'm like, is this enough for you people? And after I crushed Storm, I went on to Jubilee, and Jubilee was fucking awesome.
Yes.
That yellow coat,
Oh.
I painted myself to
The
look
little
like
X.
the X-Men animation, like from the cartoon.
Yeah.
So I put, like cartoon lines on my whole costume.
Everything.
And I put fiber optics in my
Yes.
fucking glove for
That's
her
right.
little sparks. And
Nice.
the following year, I added to that by
Yeah.
getting some
Fireworks?
kids'
Okay.
toys. No, I should have fireworks.
She was like the little
Those little things.
It was like a kid's toy. It's supposed to be like a flying orb,
Yeah.
but I attached it to my glove, so it was a
Yes.
spinning
And it
orb
spun,
that
yeah.
like flashed all these lights, and then I still had the fiber optic gloves, so
I
it was
forgot
like
about
all sparks in my
Yeah.
hands. Her kinetic energy.
Yeah.
And oh my god, I tooted my own horn so fucking hard for that costume. I also cut my hair
Yes,
for
you
that
did.
costume.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
I remember.
I was just like, I'm here. If you're ready for the best costume at Comic-Con, I really thought that I was gonna get like an award, or like
There's so
Stan
many
Lee was
photos.
gonna come and ask for my number or something. I was ready.
There's so many photos of
That's
you
cosplay.
and other X-Men characters.
Yes, I was hunting
Yes.
but I needed those X-Men.
Yeah.
Not the new X-Men,
No.
not the yellow blue suit
No, no, no.
X-Men. I needed X-Men, the animated set.
Yeah, those are real ones.
Yes, I needed those motherfuckers.
Those are the best ones too.
And I'm like, damn, why can't that be Storm next to me as Jubilee?
And they were like, "Can I have a picture?" You're like,
You're not wearing the right suit, but okay.
Thank you. Exactly.
I'm not gonna post it.
"Yeah, you fucking up the vibe, bitch.
Oh my
Don't
God.
fuck it up."
I
Don't
take the costumes very serious. Halloween
Yes, you
is super
do.
big in my
Yes, you
family.
do.
My
Nice.
dad is the reason why I do cosplay.
Yeah.
My mom
Nice.
worked in props for a long time, and
Awesome.
like flowers and stuff for movies. So
I done mostly like
Halloween is big.
props, mostly a lot
Yeah.
of props. I always do. I love making
Guns.
stuff. Yes, I
That's
take
how I
Nerf
fell in
guns.
love with your work.
That's what it was. I make,
You
t-
make
take-
guns?
I take Nerf guns
Yeah.
and I make them into like real looking guns. Like,
Nice,
like,
nice.
So crazy.
So you like airbrush and
Yeah,
a little bit-
everything.
Oh,
Dry
nice,
brushing,
nice.
metal, and
Whoa.
they look
You gotta
because
get that
they're
used
perfect
look.
for that. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
you know.
That's dope.
He does really good work. I'm
Yeah,
like
I sold a lot of
aging
them, too.
these toy guns. Yeah, when I worked his booth, like it was like every 2 seconds. It was like you would leave me for like 10 minutes to go to the bathroom, and you come back, and I'm like, "There's no more guns. We sold them all."
She used to be the booth girl
Yeah.
and
The booth babe.
and the Curves and Bullets girl. They're
Yeah.
all in one.
Nice, nice. So how long this partnership been going on? I know.
A while.
Let's see, 2012 was this one? 2012. Let's see. Since 2013.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long
To be your friend for so long, Rolo.
Thank
I'm
you.
very happy to have known you, to be able to
Yes.
support you, to get
Yeah.
the fucking word out about your work. The Tool comic.
Yeah, the Tool
I can't
books.
believe I know the guy that did the Tool comic. That's
Yeah,
enough. That's enough
She's
for
the only
me.
one. She's the only one I trusted to actually hold my booth. There's a time I actually had a storyboard
Yeah.
for a Red Lobster thing, like 2-3 years ago at 5 Points Fest.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna be there, so she actually came for the first 4 hours.
And I couldn't find the booth, remember?
Yes.
And I couldn't find it. I had to go up to the person on the map, and I'm like, it says right here that his booth would be here. And they're like, it's right there.
And then basically, and then she was holding it down for 4 hours. So I never forget that one. That was
Yo, you
Yeah.
good peoples.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I
I
am
wanna
used
hear-
to this convention circuit.
Nice, nice. I
She's
want
the
to hear
real
good
deal.
things. So, we just finished Comic-Con.
yes.
Tell me about your experience. How did you enjoy it? Was it different? Did you like the vibe this year? What was the what was it to you? Let me know.
I liked it. It was much needed. It's smaller compared to the other ones.
Oh,
of
it's
course.
spacious as fuck.
Yeah, but it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was good to see everyone back. You know,
Nice.
they needed it.
Mask and all.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can see people. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, people needed to be there, so it was necessary. And I was actually showcasing my work and all that stuff too for other companies that I work with.
Yeah.
So it was fun to, one was like for Rios. I made his book, so this is part 2.
Yeah.
And then another one for right there.
Yes, sir.
And then the other one was for Zala the Cursed.
Yes.
It was done by my good friend out in California. They premiered it at the Comic Con. So I basically got 2 books at this Comic Con.
Nice.
So it was fun.
Congratulations, man.
I bought that book.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you
did.
posted it up.
Yes, you did.
I bought that fucking book.
So, how about you? I know I saw you. Well, you were posting with Eric Orr's.
Yes,
Yeah, I
I
saw-
didn't take any
yes.
fucking pictures this year. This was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first con
Yeah.
where I went like super casual,
Low-key.
toned down costume. I did my Powerpuff Girls costume. They got a new
Yeah.
Powerpuff Girl. She's black.
Yes.
And her name is Bliss.
There you go. Should be
So
Cyan.
yeah,
She
she got
was-
cyan hair.
yeah.
I know what they was saying.
She was so happy. She was like, "Yes, bitch. Okay, got it.
I only
Let's
waited
go."
my whole life. Fuck.
That's okay.
But-
it comes.
Very casual cosplay year. So, only little girls chased me down for costume
Yes.
pictures, and that was cool. Like, that's
That's
exactly
good.
who I did it for.
Yeah.
Nobody really bothered me. I walked around the whole con by myself in like
Yeah.
an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Super spaced out. Just like first year ever,
Yeah.
I didn't lose my voice.
Oh, that's true.
Because I wasn't talking to nobody.
Very true.
Because I wasn't fucking talking to
Good,
nobody.
good moves.
true.
You,
Yeah.
you had time for yourself. You
Yeah,
enjoyed yourself?
so I
Yes.
just fucking, made sure that I purchased something from every single person that I knew because we just fucking came back from COVID and it's
She always
like
supports. That's,
that was like my main goal
Yeah.
this year was not the
Yeah.
cosplay and not the
Yeah.
pictures or anything else besides like I want to go
Support.
see my fucking friends.
Support the
I
comeback.
want to go buy their fucking shit because it's been so long since I've been able to see my friends, support them, see what they're up to,
Yeah.
cop some shit.
Yeah.
Even the wackest artists that I supported, needed that support because we just came
she's
out
like,
of COVID.
That whack ass motherfucker. I know that.
You know who you are, guy. Really pushy sales guy.
Oh, I think I know
Jesus.
that. is.
God, we'll
Never-
talk about it off camera.
Yeah, never mind. I know that.
God.
I was not far from there.
Yeah. So it was like 2 aisles over from your booth. That guy was he was trying to get me to work his booth. He don't know I'm in a committed relationship
Thank you.
with Rolo's Comic Con
Yes.
booths. Hello. God.
Yes, we won't mention names.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mention names when the video's off.
It's,
Follow us. Check our next video if you want to
Yes.
find out the
Oh,
gossip.
all right. So I think we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta go
So-
see KRS-One.
Yes.
Yes.
The real deal.
Yes.
Bronx
She
versus
go-
Big Daddy Kane, but
she
I think
go
he's
hip-hop.
gonna win.
I know. I could tell. This is the conversation even
Yes.
before we started filming.
Yes.
So, last question. For anybody out there that wants to do what you want to do, what words of advice, or just, in a sentence, what would you say to somebody like trying to start like cosplaying or just being as creative as you are and putting yourself out there and you just designing and creating the same
Yeah.
way? So just do that. Tell them what would you like to
You go.
Do it every day, and if you're not doing it today, then you better plan for it tomorrow.
Mhm.
That's it. Do your shit every fucking day. I did not draw every fucking day, and now I'm trying to just
Yeah.
push myself to produce more art. And every single day that I produce something complete, I'm like, this is a whole nother accomplishment. This
Yeah.
is a whole nother concept that I've squeezed out of my brain. This could be a whole new product. Just do your shit every day. And if you're not able to do it every day because you're not there yet, then research it or build a fucking plan for how you could do it tomorrow.
Nice.
And it's basically just that. Never give up. You know, there'll be people saying, "Oh, you know, what are you doing? You're wasting your time." I've gotten that, but I've gotten that a lot. But I was like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna keep doing my books. Yeah. And I've been doing my books, thankfully, for the past 9 years. And still moving forward. I'm branching over to other things, and also work with other artists. So you know, it's all good. Just keep drawing every day.
Yeah.
That's it.
I love working with you guys. Like, you guys are so much fun. Your energy was great.
Yes.
This was a great episode. Can't wait to post it up. Tell these beautiful people where they can find you at.
In the Bronx. Instagram at Cyannabis, like cannabis but with a Y after the C. If you are one of the many fucking potheads that cannot spell cannabis.
There it is.
Here it is on my speaker at Cyannabis. That's also my website too, where you could purchase my shit.
You can find me at www.curvesandbullets.com. You get to see the actual comic book in our Comixology. You can also download the books. So you know, new books coming up, and there's a new manga book coming up in 1 week.
Oh, Jesus. Rolo, you're such a beast, man.
And see me at HorrorCon this next weekend.
Oh, shoot.
Busting that shit out, Rolo.
If the video's out at that time.
Exactly.
Hope you liked seeing us at HorrorCon last week.
Yes, it was a good show. It was a really good show.
It was amazing. We had so much fun.
Yes.
Jeez.
In costume,
it was wild.
crazy.
Oh, you guys, next year.
Yeah,
next year.
Come to HorrorCon.
Oh, man. And again, guys, thank you again for dropping by. I hope you have a good one. Hakuna Matata. Peace.
Thank you.